Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. This is the TAFA and chart analysis for January 13th, 2022. And there's two theories about this. We talked about this last night during the stream. We could be going for a reversal or a bathtub type formation with just a little dent here, or we could be going for what is known as the ass cheeks formation, which is basically we're going to have another bottom that's just about as low as the last one we have. So we'll go for another swoon of about 39 to 40K before coming back up because, there are only two ass cheeks. So when the second ass cheek is done, it should go back up. Overall, I actually think today's not too bad. Yes, there was a bit of a dip here. And as you can see, this is the little dent here. We actually did go up very, very early this morning to about 44,300, which is significantly above the 43,500 or 43,200 area of the first plateau that we tried to overcome. And when we dipped back down, we did not go back into the 41,000 area. We're still in the 42,000 area. So overall, today has actually been about $1,000 average above what recently actually has been. And if you actually look at the 5-day chart, you will kind of see that. If you drag back here, we were talking about a little bit of we were talking about sort of maybe head and shoulders formation here. Or this could be the reverse ass cheeks formation. But anyway, this could be like a head and shoulders formation here, and then it kind of just squiggled up. And people were talking about maybe this is a double top here, and then it should drop down. Well, that didn't really happen. There was a spike down to about 39,500. But as you can see, this top right here is actually much, much higher than that, about $1,000 higher than that. So you could actually see this as basically a higher version of the formation that we just had. People will say that this might be a head and shoulders formation, but the neckline is very, very low here. And it looks like we're actually holding the neckline right now if you actually think this is the head and shoulders formation, which I don't actually think it is. I think it's basically the same formation as we had a week ago, but it's about 1,000 points higher. So that would actually seem kind of positive right now. Of course, we're going to have to see what tomorrow brings. Will we go lower, or will this be the first step on the way back up? And hopefully we can actually hold above this neckline, because I think if we can hold above this neckline, we definitely can go up again. For instance, the bottom here is basically, the bottom is almost like the top of the formations of the last week. So we're definitely we could actually get a reversal where before the last 2 days, we were on steps down, but now this could be a reversal and we could actually step back up. So there is that. But however, we did talk about this also on the stream yesterday. We could have a ass cheeks formation where, this is the first cheek right here. This is kind of like the dent. And then we have another ass cheek right there, which would be about the same as here. So we could go back to 39,000 again. I really don't see 30 to 35,000. Volume, however, does remain sort of low. It is, if you look at the volume, it is greater than what it was around Christmas and the New Year. Definitely greater than what it was during the New Year, but it isn't really any greater than that leading up to it. So we do need more of a volume revival as well. I think the CPI did provide a boost because it wasn't much worse or any worse than what people actually thought. But the thing is, it wasn't much better, so there wasn't a huge wave of optimism. I think it was exactly what people expected to be, and people are acting accordingly to that. So I'm not really sure if we're going to have this butt cheeks formation, or we're going to have this bathtub thing, and we're just going to go out, or if we really did turn a corner and reverse, or if we did actually turn a corner and reverse, and we'll start stepping up instead of this continuous step down. I would have liked it if the dip stopped around 43,000, but 42,500 isn't really that bad. If you look at the technicals, it kind of says the same. We're below the EMA now for the 10, but we're still above the SMA for the 10. I would say the oscillators slightly say buy still. But they're generally mostly neutral. The momentum and the MACD are buy, but everything else is kind of neutral. So they're slight buy right now, kind of neutralish, slight buy. Moving averages obviously are still sell. And as you can see, the 50 is still a little bit below the 200, I believe. Yes, the 50 is still $800 below the 200. I think that will actually change if we have another $2,000, $3,000 rise up over the next day or so. So we're really looking at that. If we dip down back down to like 41,000s or 39,000s, I think it's more likely the ass cheeks formation. Whether if we go back up to 44,000, I would say it's like a step ladder up type of formation, or like kind of like almost like a reversal. So that's what we're actually looking for right now. Is it like, do we go for the double dip and double ass cheeks or double bottom, or are we actually on the step up? Like I said, I don't think it's going to dip too much lower than 38, 39,000, but it's just a matter of how quickly we go back up. We could be, if we go for the double dip, we could actually be bearish for like the next 2 weeks. But if we have a slow step ladder, this is really when you actually want to get in. So we'll have to see, like, if we go up to 44,000 next, or we dip down to 41,000 next. So that's going to be the break points right now for me. Someone did on the channel say like it got liquidated again. I mean, it literally, like, from the top, it literally dumped like 2,000 points, which is less than 5%. You must have been leveraging at least 20 to 1 to get liquidated at that point. And if you are, you're doing something wrong in the first place. Don't leverage 20 to 1. That should be the lesson to be learned. You should stay away from derivatives and leverage as much as possible. They're basically straight up gambling in crypto and a fool's game. And most people do actually get liquidated regardless of which way they bet. In terms of weekly TA, the commodity channel index is still oversold, and the stochastic is still oversold. So to me right now, it is still kind of a buy on the weekly according to the oscillators. The commodity channel index is kind of falling very close to negative 100. I think it might fall below negative 100, which would actually be neutral. The stochastic is still under 20, so it's still oversold according to the oscillators right now. The moving averages on the weekly all say sell all the way down to the 100, and I don't really look past the 30. So realistically, like, I don't know if I would buy right now until at least like early February, because like I said, it's like a 50-50 chance whether it will actually go to 39,000 or go up to 44,000 again. But if we go up to 44, 45,000 again, that is a great indicator that we could actually be turning up. So that is it on the weekly. On the monthly, same thing. Realistically, on the monthly, I think it's going to remain the same now. I think we've pretty much hit a bottom, and the oscillators are neutral, and the moving averages, like, I really only look at the 10-month moving average. That's still saying sell, but I think, like, if we move up to 44, 45,000, I think that will actually turn to buy within like 2 or 3 weeks. If we go down to 39,000 again, I think the moving averages will generally be sell for at least the next 3 weeks. So that's kind of like where I'm looking at the oscillation right now. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you, and have a nice day.